What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Sesh episode 3. Here's your boy No Cap Noe back from the dead, And I'm back. I'm here with my cousin.
Hi, I'm Jocy.
It's my cousin Jocy. Let's say thank you to Jocy for letting me in her house and letting me borrow her setup.
And thank you for bringing the microphones.
It's more aesthetically pleasing in here. So my garage, my trap house, we'll bring that back down the road. But
for right now, we're in my living
neither
room.
here nor there. But okay, so today's podcast is going to consist of us talking about, as well, you're 22, I'm 21. So us as 20-year-olds, how we see the world in a dating sense and how we would want to give advice, maybe for instance, to like a person fresh out of high school, navigating through, or how to get the ball rolling instead of just feeling lost when they first get out of high school. But we're going to do a fun segment first. Try something new. You guys definitely have heard of this. We're going to do, what is it?
It's princess treatment or bare minimum.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you and then you're going to tell me what you think.
Okay.
What you think.
Okay. I'm going to tell you. Okay.
Don't get scared and like you're going to get canceled.
I'm going to get canceled. But look, I'm going to give you guys my answers.
Okay.
But I'm also going to speak for the people that think the opposite side. Because I know people that think
so
the
you're
opposite
playing
way.
like devil's advocate.
Yeah, I'm playing devil's advocate. But I'm going to give you my answer first and then I'll follow along with why it could be the other side. But go ahead.
All right. So princess treatment or bare minimum? Flowers, like consistent flowers, maybe monthly flowers.
Monthly flowers. A monthly subscription from your boyfriend.
No.
Okay. Yeah, that's bare minimum in my books for sure. But I could see why it would be a princess treatment thing on the monthly sense.
Why though?
Because I think
flowers are like $20. See,
look, but say for instance you're a girl and you receive $20 flowers.
But then if you like before you would get like $100
Before you would get like $100, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
With the little teddy bear on top.
I think every time you buy flowers for a girl, it loses value.
Why?
Because it's like you are buying her this set and you gotta up it every time almost.
That's true.
Because it's like you gave me a whack ass set this month.
No, that's not true.
You don't think she's gonna, you gave me a whack ass set.
I think like you need to get a special ramo like anniversary, Valentine's Day, Leprechaun Day. Just kidding.
Leprechaun Day.
No. Okay.
Start making holidays.
Birthday, Valentine's Day,
anniversaries,
and like special like accomplishments.
I like that. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's a bare minimum.
But everything else like Trader Joe's flowers would suffice, or like smaller bouquets would suffice.
I think for me.
Okay, but the one thing I will say is like, the one thing I would say is no grocery flowers. Like,
no grocery flowers.
Like Trader Joe's is different.
Oh, like the ones that are pre-wrapped already?
No, the ones that are like plastic. Like the ones from like Northgate and they had the sticker on the side and no.
That's so fucked.
Like, or no, that's fine. Like those flowers are beautiful, but like take them out of the plastic.
Oh, and make your own thing.
And put it in like a paper bag.
Yeah, I think if I was ever a boyfriend.
If I was ever a boyfriend one day.
I would definitely try to do like something creative every time I give him one a month.
Yeah. But monthly?
Yeah.
Okay.
I try to like do something creative.
Okay, the next one for princess treatment or bare minimum, because it kind of ties into it, is like baskets, like those seasonal baskets, like boo baskets, bird baskets, Valentine's Day baskets, leprechaun baskets,
bird baskets,
bird baskets.
What's
like
that?
Winter.
Oh God, Jesus Christ. No, I think it's a bare minimum thing for me.
Bro,
it's a bare minimum.
He doesn't want to get canceled.
No, for me it is. Okay, I would do it. I'm thinking if I was a boyfriend, I'm doing all these things bare minimum, but I can see why it could be the other side, because it's like, why the fuck do you need a basket every
like
month?
a bird basket? And what would you put in them? Like you have to change it up.
Okay, what would I put in it? I mean, obviously seasonal things, right?
Yeah,
stuff that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
So probably like some fuzzy socks, her favorite Christmas movie, a mug, hot chocolate.
Yeah, see, you got it down.
Yeah,
but that is bare minimum, right? It's a small gesture, right? And it takes like you receive it and you're like, wow, this person really knows me and they really took the time to make me a basket.
Would you? Okay, hold on. Would you make him one back?
No.
Okay. This is terrible. Okay.
No, yes, I would. I'm capping. I would. But like, I would need to know that I'm getting one. Though. I'm not gonna get you one if I know you're not gonna get me one. Okay,
that's valid.
The next one is paying for dinner.
Paying for dinner, bare minimum. Yeah, I think as a man, you should pay for dinner.
Okay.
Definitely.
How about with lunch?
Lunch, dinner, whatever it is. If
lunch,
you're inviting,
dinner, breakfast.
Yeah, I think if you're inviting her out or you're taking her someplace that you've never been, do it. But if, say, for instance, it's something she kind of wants you to try. Like, say, for instance, my girl wants me to be like, oh, I want you to try this and see if you like it.
Okay. You want her to pay for it.
I don't want her to pay, but like,
like offer.
I'm going to pay for something I'm probably not going to like. You know what I'm saying?
That's valid.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
so like if it's your idea, if you invite the person, you pay.
Exactly.
Okay.
Well, when it comes to like small things, like I just said, like a matcha place or like a whatever.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of like thinking. Like you pay for dinner, right? My significant other pays for dinner. And like if we want a sweet treat after, I'll cover that because you covered the big bill. Okay.
Yeah. See, that's cool. That's actually perfectly
fair, right?
Yeah. But I'm not going to expect it either.
It's not necessarily 50-50 either because
it's not.
We'll talk about that later. But I'm not
I just took you to Nobu. Now you're going to take me to a matcha spot.
Yeah. I took you to Nobu and here's a boba.
Yeah. Like, come on, bro. But yeah.
It's fair though.
It is fair. I agree with that.
And I think you should be appreciative. Like there's some girls that wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Okay. Planning weekly dates.
Bare minimum for sure.
But like it would fall on mostly you?
Like I have to. Is it a date where it's like be ready at 6?
Yes.
Okay. Does that make it a date just by me saying that?
It makes it more special. I'm like, ooh, where is he taking me?
Be ready at 6. I'm gonna take you to the movies. Like.
Yeah, it's cute. And I'm like, oh, and then you're getting ready and you're getting ready for your date. Versus like you getting ready and you're like, okay, what are we gonna do?
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, I agree.
Like, yeah.
Well, okay. So would you say you're not a spontaneous person when it comes to stuff like that?
I am. I think there needs to be balance. I don't think every date should be like a spontaneous thing. Like I like to have some things planned.
See, the thing about me is like I like planning the whole day. Like, I like planning the whole day with different shit.
A day?
A day. Like I think I like
that too, but like, you know, sometimes schedules don't match up and you only have a lot of time, like a certain allotted time.
I agree with that.
I want to make sure that you know what we're doing and I don't want to waste my time.
Yeah. Like a perfect date for me would be like, okay, look, be ready in the morning. Like OD in the morning. Like I'm not gonna lie. It might be like it might be segments.
Day dates are fun. I will say that. Yeah.
No, like whole day dates.
Yes.
Like, okay, be ready at this time. We're gonna go on a hike. We're gonna go have brunch after. And I'm gonna drop you off at your crib. You get ready for the next part. I'm gonna pick you up for that. And
see, I
get
think
ready
that's
again.
Fun.
Yeah. I would like that. That's how I would like it to go.
Yeah.
But most people are just fucking like, oh no. Let's just stick to like 6 p.m. after.
Oh no. But I just think you need to have some plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you're planning the whole date, then that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree. What was the next one?
Carrying your girlfriend's purse.
Like a baddie?
Like a baddie girl? Like what do you mean? You're like...
Oh my god. No, yeah. I'm bare minimum for sure.
Okay.
Carry the bags.
You don't care how you look?
No.
Good.
I don't care.
That's good. And I think you mentioned one about like walking on the right.
Okay, yeah. Walking
on the right side of the street. Yeah.
Opening the door.
Do you think that should be like bare minimum or is that like princess treatment?
I think that's bare minimum for sure. But how would you feel? Okay. side like thing. But opening a door, right? Say for instance, I'm opening a door. Or say for instance, your boyfriend opens your door for you, right? And there's another girl behind you that walks. Is he allowed to hold the door for her?
You want him to be a gentleman to other women that aren't just you.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure. Because I feel
but if he's like checking her out when she walks through the door, then that's a different problem. Like, okay. Yeah. But yeah, you should be opening the door like for anyone. It just manners.
Yeah, okay.
Like I wouldn't want my boyfriend looking like a jerk. Like, wow, what a loser.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Okay. So is that the bare minimum stuff?
Yes, that's it.
Okay. So where was I gonna go with this? Hold on. Oh, okay, yeah. All right. So we were talking about the bare minimum princess treatment stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. So to kind of bounce off of that, pause. What would you describe as a provider? Like if you were to break down a provider man in a percentage, what would you like put it? Or let's break it down into financial, emotional, and
like percentage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like safety.
I think safety is 50% of it.
50% of it.
See, but I think never mind. I just think they kind of like are connected.
Which ones?
Like safety and financial.
So financial safety. You look as a provider as financial safety.
That makes you sound horrible. Okay. No, I think true, like emotionally and like like an emotionally safe person, 50%.
Okay.
Maybe more. Maybe 60%.
60. Okay.
And what were the other ones?
Financial.
The rest is financial. Why is that bad?
I don't think it's bad.
Men make more money than women. Like I agree with that. In general, in the United States of America, for every dollar a woman or for every dollar a man makes, we make like cents of that.
Yeah, I agree with that, but I just don't like how it's expected nowadays.
Like what?
It's just
like financial, like
a girl would,
wise?
the girls has the heart to say like, as you should. Which is no, but that's like a statement that should never come out of a woman's mouth.
Why though?
Because
as you should.
In reality,
no, yeah, it sounds ugly. Like you're not grateful.
Yeah, like when girls say that to me, that's an automatic like turn off.
Okay, I understand the part of arrogance, and I think like women just hold themselves to such a high standard now because in society or like in social media and stuff, that's what we're taught. We're like, don't settle, you deserve better. But I think that's like a problem.
You think that's what messed everything up though?
I think that's a problem, men and women though. Like we're always, especially nowadays, like people our age are always looking for the next best thing. Yeah, they're never okay with what they have, and until it's gone, they're like, damn. But they don't really care. Like they don't feel as bad as
because you see these
would because they think there's something better for them.
Like, it sucks to know that, say, for instance, you're a guy sitting on a couch and you see all these girls on your For You page, on your algorithm, right? Yeah. And you're like, damn, this girl would never, ever have a conversation with me in my life just because of the fact that I don't have money. You know what I'm saying? Which kind of is like...
But that's like a social thing. Like, that's... I don't know.
And then, like, when you also see these other couples, like, doing their thing, whatever, going on trips or whatnot, right? You don't know what those couples have gone through to get to that point. Everybody just thinks it's rainbows and sunshine, but it's like he's probably cheated on her like a few times, and she's definitely done the same back. You know, so it's like people just kind of assume everything's rainbows and sunshine, right? Which is kind of not a good thing because it sets the standards so high for say for instance a woman that isn't someone that I would talk to, right? And she thinks of herself. You know what I'm saying? To me, it's like... But
to someone else, that might be
exactly.
like that.
To someone else, they can be that too.
Hold your like standards super high because someone eventually will meet them. But I don't think it's okay to like belittle everyone else that doesn't. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
Yeah, I feel like it's just a very judgmental world we live in.
It is a very judgmental world we live in. And it's all about appearances and like money and all of this stuff, unfortunately.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just so ingrained in our heads. I don't know.
Yeah, because like, how do you think back then they would establish how they liked someone? It was just
courting and dating.
Yeah, exactly. But like nowadays, it's like, oh, if he doesn't bring me flowers on the first date, even though maybe back then they did. And I feel
like a lot of people get their standards from social media, and I think there's like preference, and then there's standards, and I think like standards should be like more moral based.
Yeah, exactly. Like, a lot of it's very materialistic nowadays. Like like their morals, not the morals. Sorry, what did you say? Like standards.
Yeah,
standards are very materialistic, and that it shouldn't be that. I think the standards should be moral based, and preferences can be all materialistic things. Like, I prefer a guy to be on this echelon of the tax bracket.
Yeah, but that sounds so ugly. I don't know. It's so ugly.
Yeah, but it's true. It's a sad truth that we have to live, honestly.
But I think like, as someone, if you're really trying to find your person, you need to like get that out of your head. Like, you can have your type, right? But there's like also things that you need to be able to like, it's not even settling, but be flexible with. Like, you could say, oh, my type is someone like super like tall and whatever.
Yeah.
But then
you're not gonna end up with that person. Probably.
Yeah, because that's just a preference. That like, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day.
I agree.
That's a preference, and you need to find someone that is like, again, emotionally, like makes you feel safe and all of that. So that comes before, and I think people just have it flipped.
Yeah, people are willing to sacrifice their emotional stability for a meal ticket. Honestly, like at some points,
a meal ticket.
Like, this guy has bread, I could do whatever I want. I could care less if he.
But I think a lot of women too. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I fell into this trap of this one influencer that I would watch, and she's like, all men are evil, all men suck, all men cheat. Like, just pick the one that is gonna make you feel comfortable and help you live a comfortable life. And I think a lot of people are like,
that sucks.
Okay with that. It does suck, but I mean, can you really blame women? Like, if every relationship they've ever had is like, they're not loyal or like they feel unsafe or it's just a very toxic relationship. I mean, and if it's a consistent pattern, it's going to be like, well, let me just choose the one with the most bread.
Yeah, that's true. Exactly. I think
I don't think like it could go both ways. Like, you might feel like, oh, that's wrong. And it is wrong. But I think it's also like, what are men like? Men are not fulfilling all these needs that they used to. Like,
yeah, exactly.
It's a sassy man apocalypse now.
Exactly. I think it was also easier back then because it was a lot easier for men to do better than women. I agree with that, because obviously stuff wasn't the same. Like women are obviously getting paid a lot more than back then. So any man would come up to a woman, it would, regardless what he was doing. A girl, if she found him attractive, that's all she needed really to do, because she knew that he was going to be able to provide no matter what, more than she could.
Right. And it was like kind of like a safety thing for them too, because they're like, damn, I just need to get married.
See, now you can't think like that, because now it's like, women, it's more so, I can't be with someone that I'm doing better than. And also a man it's hard to do better than maybe some women sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Because like she could be a boss, whatever, right?
Yeah.
But that's the thing it's a good thing now that obviously women are,
have access
and
provide for themselves.
Exactly, which is good. But it also leads to it being harder to find a partner.
Right.
Because of
as a man, or as like a woman?
I think as a man.
Okay.
Because if you're not a CEO, or like, I guess, doing your own hustle in any way, shape, or form, it'll be hard to kind of be able to hold down a whole household. Everything's just up in price.
Yeah. And I just think it's like, you have to be okay. Like, we live in California. Like,
exactly, you
need to make at least $200,000 to be like comfortable, like together, right? So I think you have to be okay with working as a team. And
I feel like people have problems with that though.
Right. Some women do.
Yeah.
And that's probably just how they were raised, or how they think. And I mean, I think there's going to be someone for them that is more traditional in that sense, that will be like, yeah, let me take care of you.
Exactly.
But I just think you need to find your partner. Like, if someone doesn't want 50-50, I mean, I'm not a big fan of 50.
Yeah.
Like, I just think as a man, you should like take care of your household.
Of course.
But I don't know.
Yeah,
I just think there's always someone for you. Like, if you want 50-50, someone else is going to work with you like that. If you want to be taken care of completely, then you're going to find someone that wants to take care of you.
Exactly.
But I don't know.
Do you think it's easier to find peace as a woman than it is a man?
No.
You don't think so?
To find peace?
Like peace in general, in life, with a partner?
No.
You don't think so?
I think women have it a lot harder.
You think so?
Because women are also like facing all these societal pressures that like we think is like normalized, but and then they're also like trying to, I mean, a lot of women now are like trying to get as education and work, and it's a lot harder as a woman, I think.
Okay, I get that, but I also see it on the guy side, right? Where stereotypical men, right? They're not allowed to show their emotions, or they're not allowed to give. How do I explain it?
But I think that's something constructed by men.
They have so much weight on them. They have a whole household. They have kids. They have a wife.
Yeah.
And say, for instance, a little moment of weakness, right? I feel like it's so easy for people to quit nowadays when there's a little moment of weakness, instead of working through it and making it 10 times stronger, you know? But like now,
are you talking about a relationship?
Like, exactly. So say, for instance, if I'm a man, right? And I happen to lose my source of income, right? Not completely, but like, I'm out of work, right? And you start to see stuff collapsing, and it kind of just like, oh shit, like I'm on a timer. Right. I need to get this shit done, right? And just everything's against you.
Right.
And it's not necessarily your fault, because maybe it just happens. Yeah, sometimes. Shit happens, and then you got to worry about maybe friends. Oh shit, like my wife's about to leave me, right? Yeah. I'm not gonna see my kids again because but you're not a loser. It's just an unfortunate event that happened. Right. It's just there's a lot of shit that can happen to a man.
I think men have a lot more stress when it comes to like money. Yeah, I will say that. Like I do see that, because you're already expected to like be a provider, and it just that's what, I don't know.
Yeah, I think for a man, yes, money is typically what gets you.
Money is a
damn
tool,
near anything you want.
Yeah,
and then for a woman, if you're very beautiful, that's all the money you need. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. If you're a very beautiful woman, that's all the money you need.
I don't think that's true.
You don't think that's true?
Maybe.
That's easy.
It's like, it is like a pretty privilege. That's a real thing.
Exactly. So pretty privilege is a thing. For men, there's men out there that are heartthrobs, whatever, right? But there's not girls that are gonna be like, I'll take care of you. Like, no, it's not, let
me take care of you.
Yeah. Whereas for a beautiful girl, it's just like, you probably get 10,000 DMs a day of each one's a sugar daddy willing to pay for whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, but I also think that's scary to rely on. Like,
no, it's not. Yeah, it's not something to rely on, but
it's nice to have.
It's nice to know that you are a very good looking girl. That, say for instance, you want to take a break off work, you could literally just use your advantages. Yeah. But that's the thing that I've gotten to realize as I gotten older, though. It's a lot more stressful to be like, okay, if I don't get to this point in life, nothing's gonna happen. Right. Because I do, obviously, everybody has a vision for themselves on how they see themselves going. But one little like minute inconvenience could kind of just tear the whole thing down.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I do feel for men in that sense, like where like it is stressful, I'm sure. Like you're providing, you have to pay for all these dates, you have to get these flowers, you have to do all this, and it adds up, and
for sure
it can be stressful, but I don't know. I think when you're with the right woman, like you'll have that like fire. Yeah. Like I don't know, you want to work harder, you want to do all of this stuff.
Yeah. And that's also why you see more like homeless men than women sometimes too. Because it's like maybe the world just came down on them. And they'll obviously some by their own choices, of course. But I feel like there's nobody to save you, even when like most likely when you're a man. But for a woman, you have a few chances, you know, to get back on your feet, I would say. Yeah. You know, you have other shit that you could rely on, you know. Yeah. But for a man, it's like if there's nobody there to save you. So you gotta exactly. Yeah. It's more of a survival thing. It's just like survival of the fittest.
Kind of sad.
It is sad, but it's the truth.
Yeah.
And I think the sooner men, as a man, you realize that, it kind of just lights a fire under you basically for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
You know?
Damn.
But
damn.
There was another question. Okay. What makes a man masculine? I've always heard this and I'm like, I don't know what masculine is. Like, obviously, yes, a man, whatever.
Yeah.
But like,
I think like men have this like misconception in their head that masculine means like, oh, muscles and macho. And like, I think the most masculine thing you can do is be like emotionally intelligent and like be a peacemaker and like be level-headed. Okay. Because I think as women, like sometimes we get like, because it's just part of our nature. Like we just get so hooked on things but like, as a man, like inserting yourself into like any space or conversation where things can get heated or something and being able to level it out. And like I like masculine, like let's say me and my boyfriend are fighting and I'm crazy sometimes, right? And then like I keep going, but like is he gonna fight with me back or is he going to be masculine and take that approach and be like,
let's talk about it.
Like let's talk about it. Like be level headed. Because I think that's something like men are very linear thinkers sometimes and you can just insert yourself and just be like, okay, like this is what I meant by this. Yeah. Or, you know?
Yeah. I see what you're saying. Cause like me, when I think of masculine, I'm not going to sit here and say I'm 6'5" and I'm like 280 pounds.
Yeah.
And I'm also not the type of person that starts fights either. Yeah. I'm a very like, I'm not going to say non-confrontational, but I don't get involved unless I really have to.
And I think,
Yeah. So if someone were to say that to me, I wouldn't even know how to take it. Cause it's like, what do you mean by masculine? You want me to be like, you know, you want me to look like Brock Lesnar or some shit? Or like, cause I know who I am in the sense of like, I'm the type of person just like, all right, sit down, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
I don't like fighting. I don't like escalating things. Yeah. Cause I feel like that's more of, you know.
That's doing a disservice to everyone.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm more so like, all right, let's solve this problem. I'm gonna go level-headed. I'm gonna approach this level-headed. I'm not gonna raise my voice. I'm not gonna get up here. I'm not gonna get down here. I'm just gonna, you know, make sure everything's good.
Yeah.
So I think me personally, I'm a masculine man.
Yeah.
But I feel like some girls don't understand. What else is
masculine? Well, yeah, I think that's masculine. I also think being a provider.
Of like, oh, if a guy looks at me, my boyfriend's gonna go beat his ass.
See, no, that's just
that's what girls think though. Like honestly,
that's like territorial and that's like machismo.
Yeah,
and that's
exactly.
Like to me, that's not masculine. To me, it's just like masculine. You take care of your home. You take care of what
you have to do.
Yeah, you do what you need to do. You take care of your home, right? That could be your wife. That could be your kids. And the smaller sense, your girlfriend, right? You take care, you lead the household, right? You make decisions consciously. Yeah. Like you don't just think about yourself. You're not a selfish person. Exactly. You like, oh damn, like if I do this, that could affect this. Or like you make sure everyone is good.
Okay. See, now that's a good answer.
Yeah.
That gives me peace of mind of knowing that I'm not tripping.
Yeah, no, like
when somebody were to say that to me, I'd be like, do you want me to be like a crash out? Yeah. Honestly, I feel like masculinity
is still like in limbo.
Yeah. It's like, okay, do you want me to crash out? Is that what you think masculine?
Yeah.
Yeah, that word is. But like,
and I also think like what differentiates men and boys is like that a lot of people don't talk about is like their ability to control their lust. Like I think like again, you're focusing on your home, you know, you're protecting those who you love and that protecting their hearts, right? Because what you do can affect not just you, it could affect like your girlfriend or your kids or whatever. Exactly. So controlling your lust and being able to like really get that all locked down and making sure that again, you're taking care of who you love.
Yeah, I agree.
And you're not being selfish. I think that's what masculinity is. And then also just having a really good work ethic.
Yeah, exactly. I think work ethic is a big one to touch upon. But
what about femininity?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was about to say. I think
femininity.
Yeah, I think since we touched on the guy side, I think we should touch on the woman's side.
Woman's side.
Yeah.
Touch.
Okay.
sorry.
Touch. Yeah. So a feminine girl, right, is just a girl that's just very, how do I explain it? Soft, but has a backbone. Yeah. In my opinion, for me, it's just a girl that goes about stuff very delicately, I guess. And she's not too like, I feel like nowadays a lot of girls are too like serious. They try to become too very like boss, you know,
girl boss.
Yeah. And it's like, it's not,
but I think it could be feminine.
It could be feminine.
I think women are like femininity. Wait, yes. Yeah. It's just like, as a woman, you're just passionate, I feel like.
Yes.
And when you're passionate about certain things, they may come off like that. But I think you have like greater intention. Like, for example, activism, right? Like you're always like trying to fight for what's right, equality, equity, justice, whatever. And it makes it seem like, oh, like that girl's like overbearing or overpowering or she's too much. Like, but I think it's just like you have this passion and you have this desire to like take care of people. And like, exactly. I think that's feminine.
Yeah, I think the big personality trait that a woman has to have for me is what's it called? Like she's very caring and nurturing, right? Because that kind of, as a man, you look at that and be like, okay, this woman could take care of my kids. Not saying she's gonna do it the whole time, but like it's a good to know that this like girl's good quality. Yeah, she could raise a child because she's nurturing and caring. And I feel like a lot of girls lack that because of they always have a guard up for some reason, you know? They just have their guard up to where they can't show that side of themselves where kind of.
But I think it takes like a masculine man to reveal her.
No, of course. Side. Yeah. I agree with that. But yeah, like obviously you have to add this side of the equation and this side in order for it to work out. Right. But yeah, that, and then just a girl that isn't trying to be, there is girls that try to be masculine in the sense of they try to become like nonchalant. Yeah. Right?
Like, let me be future. Let me unlock my future. That's me.
Exactly. 2 summers. Like, that makes no sense to me. Just be a woman. Like, just
be a girl.
Bro, just be a girl. You're not, nobody's here to be like, you know?
But I think women have this guard up because it keeps them safe. Because I think there's like, some men are not good, right? So then they're just trying to like put their guard up and protect themselves. Like when girls are like, "Oh, let me unlock my like inner future," like, you know, like it's because it's easier. Like it's easier to think like a man or act like a man because then you don't care. Like nothing really hurts you.
Yeah, exactly. So I think definitely it's hard to find people like that are willing to show that side of themselves. Yeah. You can never look at someone and be like, oh, she's feminine. Yeah. You would have to figure it out for yourself. Right. But I feel like if a girl were to look at a man, he's like, oh, he's very masculine. Right. You can't say that like based off the face value or like just looking at them.
Like surface level.
Yeah, surface level. So I think if there was more women that are willing to be like that or to embrace that, I think it'd be a lot easier for stuff to happen, if that makes sense.
I just think we're so like distant from like what, I don't want to get canceled, but like, you know, like, or like get too like religious, but like man made man, and God made woman, because it's like a balance, like yin yang, like we need each other to like coexist. Exactly. But I think we're just so like, oh no, like our society has changed so much
to where
that we are like, all flipped and like mixed match, and like that's cool, like. Like whatever floats your boat, like do what you got to do. But then I think it's also causing so much problems, right? We're like, oh, like sassy man apocalypse. And then like girls are too like much. And it's just like everyone's all like scrambled now.
I think it's just that.
And I know we talked about this, but like women are the prize. I'm sorry. But like that's how God made it. Like women are the prize. And then like as a man, that's what lights that fire up under you to work harder, to protect and to provide. And then women are like naturally caring, nurturing.
Yes. Okay.
It's just in us.
So what do you think? Okay. A woman can be the prize, of course. Boom. Fine. Whatever. Right. I'll give you that.
Because it gives you status. Like when you were saying like, oh, like I like this is my type of woman. And it like, let's say you like bougie girls. Like it makes you feel more like powerful that you were able to pull
I'm
it.
able to maintain a woman like
that's
this.
That's I'm trying to think what that word is, but you're like you're showing society that, oh, I'm capable of pulling this girl. It's like a status thing.
Yeah, exactly. I definitely agree with that, because if I were to be with someone like that, I'd definitely move around like I'm like that. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, so okay, as I was saying, do you think, yes, women are the prize, but where do you go to say, like, how does a man feel like that? Do you think just the fact that he's able to be with a girl like that gives him all the satisfaction he needs? You think that's it? You think that's all? You don't think as a woman you should do like a little bit more to show that you actually fuck with him? Or like you...
What do you mean?
Because sometimes I feel like girls think it's good enough just to say, oh, I'm your girlfriend, that's all you need.
Like, you can claim me, I guess.
That's insane to say. Don't you think it's crazy to say, like...
I think it's like, it's such a flex to show like, oh, we actually love each other. Yes. And like, we're a team and we raised these beautiful kids together, or we built this like super awesome business together, or we travel the world together. Like, I think that's like the flex.
Yeah. Okay. So
like, you just having a life partner is super cool.
Yeah. See, that's another thing that sucks as a man though. Cause it's like, a woman's not going to go out of her way to tell you how much, like, how she feels about you.
I think that's false.
I don't think so.
I guess
I'm just speaking for myself, because I'm a very hard on my sleeve person. Okay. I'm going to tell my person how I feel about them all the time. And I will say that most of the time I do it more often.
But I think that's just
I feel like I would like to receive back to me. You
don't get it in return as much.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's just a personality thing, because like, I don't know, like sometimes I think it's the way you grow up. Like, some people are just like, ooh, like, why are you talking about feelings and emotions? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I love my boyfriend, but do I tell him like all the time how much I love him in great detail?
Yeah.
Like, no.
Yeah. I think for me.
But I think that's just me, a personality thing.
Yeah, I get you.
Like, what's the deal.
Yeah. He's like, I'm your girlfriend. That's all you need to know. That's like, that's genuinely how I feel, how it is nowadays. Like,
okay.
You're good.
Sorry.
I feel like that's how it is though. It's like, a man is just like, a girl expects a man to be satisfied with the fact that he's just his girlfriend.
But I do think that always for a relationship to work, the man needs to like the girl more.
Oh yeah, I agree with that. I've definitely come to the consensus of that being the truth.
Like, and you can't be upset at that. Like, oh, my girl doesn't tell me how much she loves me all the time, because it's like...
Because I know me, if a girl liked me more than I like her, I'd be like, I'd be like, this is disgusting.
It has to be like that.
I agree. A girl...
Because when it's flipped, it
doesn't work out.
It doesn't.
It doesn't at all. But
because men like the chase, unfortunately.
Yeah, but I think the thing about me is like, the way I'm wired is like, I want to be able to die one day knowing that my wife loved me a lot.
Yeah.
Not just, oh, I'm with him.
Yeah.
You know?
Like,
and I feel like a lot of shit nowadays is like, people, say for instance, like these people that have been together for like 60 years, right? They probably got to a point where it's just like, they're just comfortable with each other to where they're not going to leave because they're so comfortable. They got this person knows everything about me. So why would I just leave them? I don't want to get to that point. I want it to be like, I love you until your last day.
Yeah.
Not just, oh, I've grown to become comfortable with you. There's no point in me leaving.
But I think that takes a lot of steps though, like for both parties.
Yeah,
like, you have to constantly date each other. You always have to talk to each other.
There has to be constant like yearning for each other, right?
Yeah. But I also think it's like, they don't grow to resent each other because they have their own experiences. Like, you can't be spending every second with each other. Of course
not. Yeah.
Like, I think you grow so strong as people individually that you just love your person. Like, damn, that person's cool. And they just grow to love each other even more and more. Versus like, oh, I guess like we're doing this again. Yeah. You know?
That's a thing.
I think that's really important.
I think that's super important. That kind of gets lost nowadays. People kind of get comfortable.
Yeah.
I mean, comfortability isn't a bad thing, right?
No.
I think but I think as a person, you shouldn't chase comfortability. You should chase peace.
Right.
Right. So comfortability is an aspect of peace, you know, like, oh, I'm financially comfortable. I'm comfortable with my wife. I'm comfortable with I would hope you're comfortable with your kids, but all these people, all these things come together and they bring me peace.
Yeah.
I get to wake up every day knowing, oh, my wife loves me and she's not gonna.
Life is cool.
Like, life's cool. Like, I could go out and do things by myself, come back home to a loving household, and my kids are having the time of their life. You know, but
it's really just partnership. Honestly.
Exactly. It's hard to find a right partner nowadays because a lot of people want it to be two individuals that are kind of two egotistical things come together nowadays a lot, and it just kind of causes too much friction. But now it's just like nobody's willing to compromise a lot. Like I feel like sometimes it got into a point where maybe women have built up too much pride to give men what they need in reality. But it's like a man's not more than willing to put his pride to the side for the right woman, right? And a woman should do that for the right man, you know. But I see a lot of cases, I guess, where it's like the right guy comes around, right? And for instance, you have your own trauma, you have your own stuff, right? But you see that this guy is more than willing to give you everything that you want, or most of what you want. He might not be exactly where he needs you, like where you would want him to be, but you know he has the aspirations and you see the potential in him. Why not just go for it? And I feel like girls are very scared to do that nowadays because of the fact. I think
girls are so scared to fall for potential because then they get so like
disappointed.
No, like if you're falling for potential, there's a chance that they're not going to meet those standards, and like it's really up to them. And I don't know, like I think there's like this common thing where like you stick by a man's side, right, while he's like working, he's hustling, and then because men are very egotistical too, and again looking for the next best thing. Yeah. The second they get their dream job or they have money, they're gonna leave you. Yeah. So it's like, why am I gonna be in the trenches with the man? Yeah. If I know when they get what they want, they'll just leave you because again, it's a status thing. Why are you gonna stay with this girl? Like. Maybe she's not the prettiest girl, or like you don't like you see more attractive girls like, when you're up here.
I get what you mean,
right? And they're gonna leave you. So like, why am I gonna do that?
That's why honestly, I thought about it, and I was like, what's the point of even like, honestly, what's the point of like dating someone until you're like 100% fully established?
Because I don't think you deserve love when you have money. Like
no, it's not even about that. It's just being able to know that I developed all this on my own. And now I'm able to go talk to someone that has probably done the same.
And I think that's very like I think that's like a good move to do, or an okay move to do.
I honestly got to a point where I was like, you know what?
Because broke men are like the worst to you. Like they'll treat you like you're the reason I don't like it's like
it's pointing fingers and stuff like that. But I honestly got to a point where I was just like, you know what? I'm not gonna even attempt to get into a relationship or care for one until I know I'm good at like I'm where I want to be as an individual. Okay. At least financially, right? Because I feel like if I'm able to do that, I could get anyone I want because I know who I am. Not saying that I'm like a 10 out of 10, but I know what I bring to the table. And I'm pretty sure it would be hard for someone to say no to that, you know? But
I think you just have to do like the self work. Like you have to do the inner work. Yeah. I think that doesn't even just have to be like monetary or like money. Like also your trauma, work through your trauma. Like because it's gonna show and it reveals itself the most when you're in a relationship. Exactly. Like, oh, if you have an anxious attachment style, right? Like your worst fear is abandonment, and then you're gonna constantly blow up your partner. So like, why aren't you texting me? Why aren't you doing this? Like that's a problem that's gonna show itself the most when you're in a relationship.
I see.
Right? Or like if you're constantly cheating on partners, like why do I keep doing that? Like, no, like what's my problem here? What's my trauma that's causing me to like dip or like
do you think
be lustful or all these things? Like what's my problem here?
Do you think that a right person, wrong time is a thing?
No.
You don't think so?
I think everything just works out the way it's supposed to be. Yeah. Like I don't know. Like they're in your life for that season. They do whatever, or you experience whatever, and you learn your lesson. You move on. Yeah. I don't think it's you're the right person, wrong time. Like I don't think it works like that. I think it's just like okay, like our business here is done. Like thank you, I enjoyed our time, but like time to move on.
I see.
What do you think?
Well, I think right person, wrong time could be because, for instance, you guys could feel mutually very good about each other, right? But maybe, for instance, one has a little bit more stuff on their plate, more stuff going on, more trauma to heal from, if that makes sense, right? And maybe one's a little bit more ready than the other. But they know that if they were to be together, it would be a good bond. It would be a good chemistry. It would go smoothly. How would you feel about that at that point?
I just think if it's the right person, there is no wrong time.
Exactly. That's how I thought about it. If it's the right person,
like if you're willing, if it's so good and you really could count on that person, then they can heal alongside you, or like just at least support you in your journey while you're healing.
Exactly. I agree with that. That's why, honestly, I never believed in right person, wrong time.
Yeah.
It's either you like the person or
yes
you don't.
or no.
Yeah.
There's no like gray area.
I think I'm a very yes or no person. And I feel like if the world was more yes or no, a lot of shit would be more resolved.
Instead of being around the bush. Problems like, like situationships or like exes that can't be exes anymore, right? Like, no, our business here is done. Like, I appreciated our time. Like, wish you the best. Bye.
Yeah. Yeah. But I think it's just also, it's definitely harder to do because obviously there's history, there's memories.
Social media, and you can constantly like look at what they're doing.
Exactly.
Or they can see
you're
what
always going to know what I'm doing. I'm always going to know what you're doing.
And I think that's like the tricky part now, because like I saw this TikTok. It was like an old lady talking to her granddaughter.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, like we're doing like 10 days, like we did 10 days no contact. Yeah. She's like literally crying. She's like, isn't that just called ignoring? Like, yeah.
That's hilarious.
And it's true. Like now it's like everything's such a big deal. Like because of social media, like you have to like not text them, you can't talk to them, you can't see them, you can't stalk their TikTok or their Instagram anymore. Like it's just like, girl, just ignore him. Like, oh
yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
it's just, I wish it was simpler to just be like, I wish it was honestly simple as you don't have this that I want, and I don't think we should go like proceed on.
Yeah,
but most people are just scared to say that. I'd rather you just be straight up with me. Just say, look, if I'm not obviously bringing something that you like to the table or not good enough for you, just say it. That's fine. Because then it's better than you just beating around the bush and just being like, no, you actually do a lot of things I like, but, you know, because then it's just like 50-50. Just keep it simple. Like, honestly, that's how I would go about it. It's like, honestly, you're probably not like it's be fucked up, but it's definitely
it's so
like
mean though. Like I don't
like
this
mean.
About you.
It's because it's not mean. It's not even mean. It's just what they need to hear. A lot of people try to tell people like
beat around the bush and stuff.
Me, I'm gonna tell you like you're not good looking enough to be my girlfriend. Bro, it's like
no,
what's wrong
not
with
gonna say that.
But look, you know how what's such a good thing I'm doing? I'm giving this girl. She's gonna get in the gym right after I said that, and she's gonna become a baddie, and I'm gonna help that other man get a baddie.
Bro, you can't say that. That's just
okay. I wouldn't say that, but I'm just like
saying like it's the same thing as the girl saying if he wanted to, he would. Like this is what I'm talking about. Like
he wanted to would.
Like girl, if he wanted to be cute, he would be cute. Like damn, no. I think it's like it's the same thing, but you would just have it like in your head, like, and you think you're doing the right thing. But I think that's being like, I think in our society we treat people like they're so disposable.
They are.
No,
everybody is replaceable.
Okay, that's true, but not like everyone's not disposable. Like, you can't treat people like trash.
Oh no, of course not. Yeah. But like, how else am I supposed to tell a girl?
Just be like, I don't think it's gonna work out, and you'll be like, okay, cool.
But she's gonna want closure.
No, fuck closure, bro.
Fuck
like,
closure.
I don't agree with that. Like,
so closure just shouldn't be something that should be
closure. Like, if I say I'm gonna give you closure, that probably means we're just gonna get back together. Like, because I want to have that opening, you know. But if you're really like done, like you'll just ignore, like, bye, like that's it. But closure is just like it's just like to get things going.
I see.
Right? It's like to scare you, but like it's not really gonna happen.
So if I
we're gonna talk about it and then we're gonna forgive each other and it'll be back to normal.
Yeah, because obviously you say all the things that you want to say during the closure.
Yeah, but if you're really like, if I'm really done with someone, I'll really be done. Like I won't say like, oh, I want closure. Like no.
That's true.
Because then it's just, how many times do you need closure, bro? Like we've had closure like 12 times. Like come on.
That's true.
No.
Nah, yeah. I just think the right person, wrong time thing is like
it's BS.
It's BS.
Yeah, it is.
It's either
yes or no.
Yeah, exactly.
No gray area.
How do you feel about them rekindling in the future? Do you think that's out of the question?
Yeah, but that's different. Like if it was the right person and you guys are bound to meet again, you guys are bound to meet. But
I see.
But that's not like oh, we'll meet later on in the future. Like no, like move on with your life. I'll move on with my life. But
and if we cross
paths again, cool. If we don't, like still cool. Like wish you the best.
Yeah, I see. I go with that.
And you're bound to like, I don't know. Like you just need to live your life. Like you can't keep dwelling on the past. I think that's a lot of people's problems. They think so much about the good things. Like, oh, remember when we did this or that? And they completely dismiss and forget
all the other stuff.
like, hello, we fought all the time.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, we were not good for each other. We were not healthy.
Just people aren't good at, just saying, oh.
Yeah, and again, it's your trauma. It's your attachment issues. It's these bonds, like, you create with this person. And it's not a good bond. Like, it could be a trauma bond. Like, oh, we shared all of our trauma together. You know everything, like, dark secrets about me. Or vice versa. I know everything about you. Yeah. Like, that doesn't mean that's your person. That just means,
that shouldn't be the only reason you guys
that was
are together.
an outlet to you, and it was safe at one point of time. Yeah, but it's not the right person.
It's not. Yeah, because I think if it's the right person, it should be the easiest answer to yes.
Yeah.
Regardless if you have trauma, regardless if you have problems of your own, regardless if you have other shit on your table. Yeah. I mean, on your plate. If they're the right person, let them be there.
Yeah.
If they're the right person, they're not gonna inconvenience you. They're not gonna, you know what I'm saying?
Disrupt your whole
yeah, exactly. Journey. And I feel like that goes to another, like what I said before about like, you have too much pride to just let yourself enjoy something for once,
right?
And just people are scared to take chances.
Yeah,
and that's the truth. Like if you don't take chances in life, you're not gonna see what the fuck happens.
Yeah,
you could be like, oh, maybe this guy shows these type of red flags, but he also has these green flags. You can't just be like, oh, I'm gonna side with the one bad red flag that I saw compared to all these green flags.
But I think there's a difference. Like red flags, like you have to be like careful with the red flag.
No, of course, depending on what the red flag is.
But I just think like, again, tying into like preference and type, like, oh, like I really like this person, super sweet, but he's not 6 feet tall. Like, like hello, no, like see, and that's what a lot of people do. They're like, again, looking for the next best thing. Like, oh, this person has these qualities and he's 6 feet tall. Yeah. Let me go move on.
Yeah.
See, I think that's wrong.
Yeah, I think that is very much wrong. But at the end of the day, like we said, everybody is replaceable. You're never going to be the best looking person in the world. There's always going to be somebody. There's always going to be, look, one thing about life. There's always going to be somebody that has it harder than you. Like in life in general, just like literally has nothing. Circumstances are worse. And there's always going to be a person that's better than you.
Yeah.
To be honest. You're never going to reach full satisfaction until you realize I'm going to do the best I can do.
Yeah. But then like comparison is the thief of joy.
And
like
comparison
just be okay
is a big
with
problem
what you
about,
have. Love what you have, be grateful, and
comparing is also like the biggest downfall in everything.
Yeah,
I'm gonna compare this girl to this girl and pick which one I want.
Yeah,
she's gonna compare me to this guy. You'll never be satisfied until you stop comparing. Yeah, exactly.
At all.
You could be in a relationship with a guy that has given you everything financially, but given you nothing emotionally, compared to the guy with.
And then you don't get to learn. Like if you're constantly comparing, like, oh, like let's say you're comparing your ex to your person, or like comparing the girl to the other girl. Like no one's the same. Like
no one is the same.
No one is the same, and that's beautiful. Yeah. Like
it's a good thing.
You don't want everyone to be the same, and you learn so many things from different people.
Yeah.
And that's why they were put in your life, so you can learn something.
Yeah. Exactly.
And things didn't work out because it just wasn't meant to be, or they just weren't for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. Because like, how would you even go about, for instance, you come out of something where you kind of got everything you wanted materialistically, but the emotional side wasn't there.
That isn't like you need that.
But say, for instance, you meet someone else that provides that
masculinity, the word,
the M word,
the M word,
for you. But maybe, for instance, it's not the same financial freedom that you had before. Not saying that they're dead broke, but it's definitely nothing compared to what the person had before.
I think like what comes first above everything is like emotional safety and all that. Because you can have all of these like nice things, but they don't really mean anything if you don't really have anyone cool to share them with, or like
exactly,
or you don't get to like be happy when you're doing fun things. I don't know, like
it takes away from it.
It's important.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. And I agree, money's a tool, but it's not everything.
Yeah. All right. Let's get to a question about ourselves.
Oh, I was thinking about this one the whole time. I was like, ooh, I don't know what I'm gonna say.
So, what's something about yourself that you hate openly admitting?
I don't know.
I think I worded that wrong.
No, you're right.
Yeah?
Like, what's something that you're afraid to admit about yourself?
But it's true.
But it's true.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you want to go first?
Have a few things.
Okay, go.
Like,
I have one, but I'm trying to see how I'm going to word it.
Yeah. I think for me, I'm a good mixture of naive, delusional, and optimistic. Just because of, I don't know. I just always think that shit's going to work out, right? Or I try my hardest to make stuff work out, even though if I were to ask a person from the outside looking in, right? They're going to tell me, oh no, this person or this thing, the situation you're in, right? They're going to be like, bro, they are not willing to do this, that, and the third for you, and you're still there. Yeah. But it's just because of the fact that I'm optimistic, delusional, and just like I want it to work out. Yeah. Because I like as a person that's in it, I see it as I'm there with that person. I got to know that person personally, myself. I took my time with them, and I gathered my own information, seeing how I guess I just fall in love with potential. You know what I'm saying? Rather than what's there. Yeah,
like what's right in front of you.
Yeah, what's right in front of me is probably a person that I shouldn't be with, right?
Yeah.
But I see the potential of what it could be, and I feel like that's good enough for me to just move on with it, with them. And I feel like that's what leads me to kind of pursue things that I shouldn't further.
Yeah.
And I guess that's just a growing thing that I'm trying to get more into, is where it's like, the thing about me, I fall fast, right?
Yeah.
And I don't care because like I know I'm not going to be like hitting rock bottom if it doesn't work out.
Yeah.
But it's just like I try to approach things where I'm going to give it my all. And if it doesn't work out, it's not my fault because I gave it my all. Right. You know? I try to protect myself within me falling. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I'd say that's the thing that I struggle with. Yeah, for sure.
Me? Okay, I have two things. Okay, so the first one is I'm very much a people pleaser. Like, even though I swear I'm not, but like my boss is like, oh, I'm not going to call off. Like, even when I really need to call off, like, I'm not going to call off. Like, I can't. I like to like.
You don't like letting people down.
I don't like letting people down at all. And I'll inconvenience myself before I inconvenience someone else. And then it's always for people that are not that important. Like honestly, like I'll inconvenience like my man, I'll inconvenience everyone else, but like anyone else, like, oh no. Especially people that are like have authority.
I see. Like a higher power.
Like my boss or my professors or I don't know, like people I just don't like inconveniencing them, or I don't like to have like those conversations like, oh, I can't call off, or I can't come in, or, you know, like even little things, or if they call me in for a shift and like I have hella things to do.
Yeah.
But I'm like, oh, they need me, I think. They don't really need me. Like, I'm not that important. Like, it's fine.
Like, the world's going to end if I don't do this.
Like, I literally have that anxiety, like, oh my God. Another thing that I catch myself having these thoughts. So before, like when I would go to the gym and I was happy and I was like, you know, like, I don't know. I think it's like an insecurity thing. Like, because I never used to be like that.
Yeah.
So when I was in the gym, I was always happy applauding other people. But like now that I'm like, have adult responsibilities and like, I'm kind of falling behind in like the gym aspect or something. Like if I see people like doing better than me or like looking better than me, I'm just like,
like envy.
Yeah, envious. Yeah. And I never say it because I hate envious people. You know, you can have envious friends, and I talked to my best friend Giselle about this, and it's true. Like when you're not completely happy with yourself, you become a negative Nancy in your head. And I catch myself having these thoughts. I'm like, oh no, like I can't do that. Like that's so like that's rude.
That's true.
But I never say it out loud. Like I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm thinking. Or even like people at school, like. We all have the same opportunities, but if they do something better than me or like they think of something cool, I'm like why didn't I think of that? Like I get mad. Like I'm like, that's why? Hilarious. But then I think to myself, I have to clap for others because then it'll never be my turn.
Yeah.
Right. Like, so I'm working through that, like not being envious, like support, like, because I really do like my friends. I support them 100%. Like I love them. I want everyone to do well,
succeed.
And I want them to do like, I want us all to do good.
Yeah. Exactly.
But I need to work through that. Like, hey, like there's times where people are going to be ahead of me or people are going to be doing better than me. Your 20s is a crazy time. And I feel like we all feel like we're in a race or something.
Exactly.
And it's not. Like applaud for people when they're doing good, when they're coming up and winning.
Exactly.
And just knowing that it's not your turn yet. Like that's fine. Yeah, exactly. And I think that's something I'm trying to work through. Like not being a negative Nancy.
That's good that you kind of realize that.
Yeah.
I mean, you kind of sparked another one that I have is I think I'm very much I care too much about what people think. Not to the point where it defies me or it makes me, but it definitely keeps me away from opportunities that I should have go chase. Right. I think the thing that I do wrong is, maybe for instance, if I'm trying to go after an opportunity, the first thing I ask myself is like, what would everybody else think?
Yeah.
You know, where in reality, for instance, if I just let myself go after that opportunity, it could lead to something way better. You know,
right.
Like for instance, like the social media thing, right? Something that I'm very passionate about, but the reason I feel like I haven't really taken it full stride and is like, oh, what are these other people gonna think? Or even when I'm filming, I'm very self-conscious and I'm just like, wow, like these people are probably like this fucking idiots like filming and shit. But it's like I kind of try to approach it as like I'm trying to change my mindset and psych myself out to say like I'm recording this for myself when I'm older, and I'm like to look back and like, wow, I did all these things, or this is what my life was like, and just kind of documenting everything. And it's tough to get out of that mindset because I'm always thinking like, oh, what is this person next to me gonna say to me?
Yeah.
You know, and me also, like I don't like making people feel uncomfortable around me. And I just feel like just a person filming around is like already ruining their peace.
I get that like too. Like it's not embarrassing, but like I'll be filming myself in the car and I'm like, oh my God, that person's looking at me. But then you're just like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care if I post the video. Like sometimes the videos like post, I'm like, oh,
I can't watch myself.
I only got 20 likes, bro. Like that's embarrassing. I should delete it. But like, no, like I filmed it. I was proud of it. I put it. Like, let me just be proud of it.
Yeah. I think that's something that I definitely want to get, because you know me, like I'm a big baller personality. Yeah. But maybe for instance, if I'm out in public, I kind of become timid because of the fact that I'm like, what are other people think? Like, I mean, I have things in my head that I really want to do, right? Spontaneously, or like say some shit, right?
Yeah.
Or act some certain way. But if I'm like, how would everybody else respond to that?
Like you're like,
I'm very
how are you gonna perceive me?
Yeah. How are you gonna perceive me if I act this way? Because I know, for instance, if I'm going out somewhere on the first date or their first impression, right? I'm going to act myself, right? But then I don't want them to look at me as an immature person, because you know me and you know that I'm not immature. It's just I like showing my inner child out a lot. And I feel like a lot of people don't like that. They take it as immaturity, but it's kind of sucks because it's like, well, I'm just kind of
like I'm just myself.
I'm just trying to have fun. I'm trying to make jokes. I'm trying to make people laugh. But people just move about life where it's like they're so stressed out all the time. Like
girl,
bro,
smile.
Like, exactly.
Girl,
like,
giggle. It's
bro,
okay.
Exactly. People think it's not okay to be their inner child, or some people don't even have their inner child to you know bring out. And I'm a person that's willing to do that for anybody. Like I want to bring that side of them out, or I want to help that side of them heal. You know, because it's like it's the greatest thing ever. It's the greatest feeling to know that I'm able to go out and have fun. You know.
And like we just live in a very judgmental world, and I think we all know that.
The sooner you get over that, the easier it'll be to do whatever you want.
Really, like you need to just understand it.
Yeah, exactly. So
yeah.
What's the next one? I feel like we had like two more, right?
How'd you get the ball rolling?
Okay, yeah. So if you were to restart, I would say this is more so for the navigating through your 20s aspect of the pod. But what would you, if you're fresh out of high school? If you were to rewrite it, how would you approach your life? 18 years old, just walked the stage.
Yeah.
First day out of high school. Or not first day, but like, you know.
I don't know. I think I did a really good job at like going to school right away and like, no, because I already knew like from like second grade, I knew what I wanted to do. I wanted to be a teacher. So like I knew the steps I had to do to get there. But like if there was one thing I would change, because it drastically like not changed my life, but like it like kind of like made it harder. Was like I would not be in a relationship. Like
I see.
Fresh out of high school, like no, because I think there was so much to learn. Especially I was so little and like impressionable and insecure, and I didn't need all of that. So like I honestly I would have just like continued doing what I needed to do. And not focus or worry so much about having a boyfriend or like you know doing this because
having your mind in the wrong places then.
Yeah, like just being distracted. And I think like it's cool, like, oh, like if you want to have a crush, like have a crush. But like to be in a full blown relationship, I just don't think it's
convenient.
It's
not convenient at all.
Do.
Yeah.
Just because you have so much like life and like experiences to really like learn.
Yeah.
Like I wish I just like focused all in school and like did those extra clubs and took a job, because I like would always like get referred to tutor, and I was like, oh no, like that's gonna cut into like my time. And like no, like it was just like
you would sacrifice it.
I would sacrifice like things that could really benefit me, my future, like make me my extra money, extra bread. So for like something that was not even that important.
Yeah,
you know?
Exactly.
So, and
it ultimately like didn't,
Yeah, and like I don't know. I think
agree
when
with
you're
that.
so little and naive, it's not like good for you to be.
I agree. I think the first thing, I mean, as a guy, I'm gonna just speak for a guy because I think it's a little different. But because like for girls, it's easy to just I'm gonna go to school.
It's so easy. It's
It
not.
is.
It's
Girls
not.
have it easy.
It's really
but okay, as a guy, I would immediately get a gym membership and try to learn how to lose yourself or find peace in the gym for sure. Because if you have any type of inconvenience in life or whatever, I think is to find motivation in the gym because it builds discipline in itself. It's just a thing that
it's kind of natural serotonin.
Yes,
booster.
Exactly. It's naturally going to build your discipline. It's naturally going to build your work ethic. It's naturally going to see self-improvement, And I feel like the younger you see that, it gives you motivation to do that with other things, other aspects of life, school, whatever.
Grit. But, like, let me just do what I got to do.
Exactly.
Discipline.
Exactly. But me as a person, like when I fresh out of high school, I thought I knew what I wanted to do, but I honestly didn't do research. I didn't.
You're like,
I was just like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go to college and see what happens. Honestly,
I remember I'd see you at school.
Yeah, and I was like, you're seeing me go to class for no reason. I was there for no reason at all. I was like, what am I doing here? Honestly, not saying school isn't for me, but I'm just saying what I was going to school for wasn't what I expected.
Yeah,
and it kind of caused me to just waste 2 years of my life, honestly. And I just didn't. I was at that point, I was very lost. But I would say, if straight out of high school, when you're 18 to 20, definitely don't date. Don't do that to yourself. At least give yourself 3 years. You're not even allowed to go out to the club and drink anyway.
Yeah, so it's like you might as well wait.
You might as well wait until you're 21.
Leave it unlocked. New settings unlocked.
You might as well wait until you're 21 and use those 3 years to become the person, best looking you could possibly be, or get to the financial area you want to be at. Go network with people that you never met before. Go create opportunities and focus on yourself. As soon as you turn 21, the world opens up to you fully. Go experience the world.
Yes. Then go date. Go do what you want to do.
Yeah, exactly. Go have your fun because you're already comfortable enough to go do those things. So I think you should build as much.
I really liked what you said about the gym because I was like,
I've never been a gym person myself.
I was a gym rat, and that was like the best I've ever felt about myself, right? And you're just so mentally strong, and then it like also leads you into discipline in other aspects, like
because you're always gonna choose a gym
like,
over anything else.
I need to do this to reach my goals, or you're just very goal oriented. Exactly. Like every week I'm trying to hit a PR, like that's a goal, and you already have those in your head, and I think that's like super important for you to be successful. It's like being able to set those small little goals, and
it shows you consistency gets you to where you need to be.
Yeah.
It also teaches you patience for sure. Because I mean, one thing about me, I'm a very impatient person. I like to get to where I need to immediately. Yeah. Even and if it doesn't work in the testy. But if it doesn't work out, I automatically think of it as a failure. And I think that's also a big problem I have as in my 20s is I think anything that isn't the big goal is an inconvenience and it's a failure. Yeah. But I think I'm trying to learn how to get used to the small victories, like appreciate the little things for sure. I think because even then, like even when I got my car, it was one of my dream cars to get to. Now that I have it, I realize like it's just a car, it's just it's nice to have. Of course, obviously I love my car, but it didn't give me what I thought it was going to give me.
Yeah, it gave you like that instant gratification for a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, okay. Well.
But I think that's just with anything.
Yeah,
like,
of course.
You really work hard to.
Yeah. It's just like a big dopamine crash.
Yeah, you're like, oh.
It's like, oh, cool,
okay,
nice.
Well.
Yeah, what's up, guys? That was the end of episode 3.
That was so fun.
It was a great pod.
Yes.
It went by really smooth. We're going to leave y'all with some inspirational shit, but we're going to give y'all a quote each. So if you watch this, do you have one? Well, you better cook up right now.
Okay.
But like, it doesn't have to be like some fucking Shakespeare shit, or it could be just words of advice. It doesn't have to be a quote. But appreciate y'all tuning in.
Yes.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. Always remember, you are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, smarter than you think, and loved more than you'll ever know. Winnie the Pooh.
Oh no, bro. Not the Winnie the Pooh.
He's so cute.
Oh God. All right. So for me, I'm gonna go ahead and say, if you feel lost right now, just know as long as you can see your next step in front of you, you'll be just fine. Just trust yourself, follow the path, as long as you can see your next step, you'll keep on moving forward.
Yes, I love that.
All right. Well, appreciate y'all tuning into episode 3. Thank you, Jocy, for coming on. We got to do this again. And look forward to more, guys. We're going to get the ball rolling on this stuff. But peace.
Bye.